Evening, everyone. It's about 6:25 on Tuesday night. This is video number 263, and it's your closing comment for today's action. Just a reminder, if you like the work that I do, please either subscribe and or like us on YouTube. The market had a pretty quiet day most of the day. Um, Mostly in the up around $100 area for the Dow. But some late news from a very unlikely source, that being Sputnik News, uh, quoting someone from the U.S. Armed Forces as saying that they expected to have a vaccine before year end, sent the market from up 100 to up 267, closing on the highs, up about 1%. The other side of the coin is that people who have been sitting on the sidelines waiting for a pullback have finally had enough and came rushing into the market. I don't know if I believe either of those two things, but that's what is floating around. NASDAQ was up 56.33 or 0.59%. The S&P was up 2509.82. The Russell was up 1284, up 0.91. And the big winner of the day turned out to be the transports, up 168.97 or 1.88%. However, this is a big catch-up trade. This is an index that has just been pummeled and is nowhere near the same kind of distance from the highs that the others are. In the Dow, there were 27 up and 3 down. The two biggest gainers were Home Depot, up 37 Dow points, and Goldman Sachs, which got a new price target higher, and it was up the equivalent of 29 Dow points. Advanced declines on the New York were 3-1. They were again lighter on the NASDAQ, 1.6-1. Although the volume, up to down volume on the New York, was also a very healthy 3-1. Energy, materials, and industrials were the strongest. All 11 indexes were up, and the one that was up the least was consumer staples. We had some interesting news. Zoom reported, and the stock blew away numbers. It was 20 cents versus 9 cents expected, and revenues of 328 million versus 203 million. They also gave increased guidance up 100% for Q2 and a big raise for fiscal year 21. The stock, which yesterday was higher than today's high, managed to get up to around 211, but the last trade that I saw a few minutes ago was literally unchanged, right back down around 205. Restoration Hardware, on the other hand, had a big upgrade by JP Morgan, and they raised their target on Restoration. The Restoration doesn't report until the 4th, so the day after tomorrow, after the close. But JP Morgan raised their price target from 135, 100% up to 270. And the stock closed 248.26, and that was up 35.69 or just short of 17%. Other movers in the news, SL Green, which is a real estate company, said that they got 90% of their rents paid last month, even with all of the abatements or delays. The stock closed 47.33. That was up 326 or 7.4%. And there evidently is some question now about the Tiffany LVMH merger. The original deal was right around 134, and with the market collapsing, the stock seemed to be okay. But there's news that there's going to be an LVMH directors meeting to discuss the overall deterioration of Tiffany's business, and I guess business in America in general. And the stock closed 117.03 after trading down to 111. That was down 11.47 or just under 9%. On the other hand, Visa reported down 5% credit card spending, which is not terrific, but compared to down 18% in April, looked great. And Western Union was up $2.34, or just over 11%, on excitement about the fact that they are gobbling up MoneyGram. I mentioned that last night. MoneyGram closed today up 77 cents or 30%. In any event, that's what I have for you tonight. Again, don't forget to like us if you like the work, and especially subscribe.